Okay, this is called Stop Chatting Bill. Stop chatting, and there's a tiny little comma, Bill, because they're talking to Bill. Stop chatting, Bill. And it's written by Julia Donaldson. And I've been given permission to read this over YouTube by the Oxford University Press. So, stop chatting, Bill. Now, the usual bit, there's a few ideas in here you might use with your child to help them with the book. Let's get going. Remember the three key things every time: scan, read, breathe. So look at the picture first and then scan, read, and breathe. When you breathe, you're picturing what you just read. You're trying to make sense of it. So you can read it out loud so your ears help you, and then you try and make sense of it. So take a pause on that and to breathe. So somebody's talking. Oh, it's Miss Hill. This is Miss Hill. It must be Miss Hill. Come and sit on the mat, says Miss Hill. Come and sit on the mat, says Miss Hill. So she's inviting all the children to come up and sit on the mat. Okay, this is quite a busy page here, isn't it? So here's Miss Hill again. So we'll remember her name because it makes it easier for us in the sentence then. So somebody's doing some talking again. It's Miss Hill again. What did you bring to school, Flick? Says Miss Hill. So this must be Flick. What did you bring to school, Flick? Says Miss Hill. Scan along. There's the same word, Flick. Flick has a magnet. This is called a magnet. Flick has a magnet. 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 So use your fingers to cover up the tricky bits. Now somebody's talking again. And it just says she says. So in the last sentence it says Flick has a magnet. Who do you think the she would be then? It's going to be Flick. Okay? If Flick has a magnet and then somebody's talking, it must be Flick. It can pick up pins, she says. It can pick up pins, she says. So magnets, what magnets do is they pick up or they attract metal towards them, so the metal will zoom towards the magnet. That's what a magnet does. So pins are metal, they're going to go towards a magnet. The pins stick to the magnet. The pins stick to the magnet. The magnet picks up lots of clips too. The children clap. So here we are. Look at all these clips and things. They must be made of metal. The pins and the clips. Oh, now remember we have to look at the picture first. I was rushing, wasn't I? Look at the picture and you get some clues. So there might be a few new names here that we might see in this sentence. But Bill is not clapping. So on the last page, all the children were clapping because the magnet was pretty cool. But Bill is not clapping. He is chatting to Fred. He is chatting to Fred. So one of these is Bill and one of these is Fred. I'm not sure which. Looks like he's chatting. So this could be Bill, but I don't know. Let's look back at the first. This could well be Bill. Stop chatting, Bill. So I'm going to guess it's this guy. So if we look here, we get a long word, clapping, clapping. Cover over the ing, the ing bit, and you get clap. It's got two p letters in there, but it's just the same p. There's the word clap, and they've added a second letter in. The only reason they've added a second letter in is to stop the vowels from holding hands, because they want the a sound. If there was only one p in there, they'd be able to hold hands and it'd be the a sound, because two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking and says his letter name. They didn't want him to say his letter name, so they put two letters in there to push them apart. Same here, look. Chatting, chatting. Again, there's two T's in there. T. So it's just one t sound when you're saying the word. But the second one is in there. His only job is to help keep these vowels, stop them from holding hands. Because if they held hands, this guy would say his letter name, not his sound. But we want him to say his sound. Cha, chat, chat-ing, chatting. If there was only one t, it would be a, chating. That's not a word. That's not a word we know. So chatting. Okay. So on we go here. Here's Miss Hill and here's Fred and Bill. I'm not sure which is which. Stop chatting to Fred, says Miss Hill. Oh, I spotted that when I scanned, but I should have let you know. Stop chatting to Fred, says Miss Hill. And here's somebody talking again. There's nobody new, so it must be still Miss Hill. Go and sit next to Jess. This must be Jess over here. Go and sit next to Jess. So here we have Miss Hill. Let's see who this boy is. Miss Hill is talking. What did you bring to school, Fred? This is Fred. What did you bring to school, Fred? There's a question, so I put on a kind of a question voice, says Miss Hill. Fred has a box of shells. Oh, they look pretty cool, don't they? Must be collecting them for a while. Fred has a box of shells. So he wants to tell the class about them, I suppose. Now we look at the picture here. What's Fred doing? I like this smooth pink shell best. I like this smooth pink shell best, he says. I like this smooth pink shell best, he says. And look at him, he's holding it up so they understand which one he's talking about. The children clap. The children clap. There's child, ren, children, children. So cover over the words if you find them tricky. So the children clap. I wonder, is Bill clapping? Or is he chatting? Let's have a look and see. Here we have Bill. Does he look like he's listening and clapping? He's over with Jess now, isn't he? But Bill is not clapping. But Bill is not clapping. He is chatting to Jess. He is chatting to Jess. So it looks like whoever he sits beside, he's going to start to chat. He's being a bit of a silly Billy. Who's doing the talking? Says Miss Hill. Oh, here she is. Here you can see her, and she's pointing. She doesn't look happy, does she? So I won't put on a happy voice. Stop chatting to Jess, says Miss Hill. Stop chatting to Jess, says Miss Hill. Now she's pointing somewhere. Go and sit next to the fish tank. Go and sit next to the fish tank.